Hello everyone. Today we will understand functions in Python. So first of all, I want to talk about for loops. So previous in video I made this loop like this and I talked about like does and if I run this it printed out John. So basically I don't know much about for loops. I know that it's going to loop through the string again and again. For example, here first John, then O, then H, then N. So that's all I know about for loops and nothing much, nothing special. So yes. So now let's begin understand our function in Python. So if you have attended the math class and you know about something and you have came across something like this, you know what it does. You put the value of x, you get the fx means y value. So for example, if I put fx is equal to 1, you get the value 2. So it's the same like that in Python also. So for so now let's understand in Python how this works. So I am going to make a function by typing def, then the name of the function. You can name it anything. I am going to name it names, and then the curly bracket, then the colons, then anything you want to make the function do. For example, I want to print hello there. Okay, then the colon. Yes, that's all I want to right now. I want to do with this function. So now if I want to call this function again any times, so I will type names and then the curly bracket. Now if I run this, see hello there is printed, and I can call it and as many times I want. For example, like this, like this. I can call it as many times I want. See hello there, hello there, hello there. So it's basic, so it's very useful. You don't have to do you can define a thing first and you can call them anywhere in your Python code. So it's very useful in Python. So now let's understand by giving a variable to it. For example, I am giving a variable name. You can name it anything. I'm naming it as string. So now I can concatenate here with the string. So now this function will take a value, and that value is going to be a string. You can name it anything. It can be number also. It's up to you. So now if I call this function again and if I name it as John, for example, and if I run this, see hello there John is printed out. So now you can name it anything. For example, I named out first at John, so I can name it also like Harry, then Tom. Okay, and if I run this again, you can see here John, Harry, Tom is printed out. So that's how you can do it. And one more thing, if for example I have provided it a two value here and I am doing like this, hello there plus and your age is plus age. Okay, now if I for example I type this, I have to give the two values, otherwise the error will going to show. For example, in first one I'm going to say 22 and another 21 and let Tom be 19. 19, sorry, not 91. Okay, and if I run this, you can see, oh sorry, I have to change it to string first of all, because it doesn't take. Now if I run this, see John, and your age is 22 and your age is 21 and your age is 19, as you can see. For now, if I try to eliminate one of the value, for example, I didn't put the name here, so like this, and if I run this, it's going to show us error. So yes, you have to give the both the values to the both the values, otherwise it's going to give us the error. And yeah, that's it. And to tackle this, you can do like this. For example, you can put asterisk here and then the string, for example, and you can do like I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to put for example, I have put asterisk here. This does that you can put multiple values in that here. For example, Harry and then Tom. Okay, and the intent of any of this. For example, John, Harry. Let's put one. Okay, so now if I run this, hello there, Harry. As you can see, we have put the three values here, but the error didn't show, and we have given the value Harry. So you can use this also by using asterisk sign before that, before the string you want to, before your variable. Okay, so I can also put 0 also, and see John is printed because we have seen in the list the first is 0, then the second one, then the 2. So now if I put 2 here, and if I run this, see hello there Tom. So now let's understand how you can use dictionary in functions also. By using that, you have to use two asterisk sign before that. So this allows you to make our for example, uh, now if you call this function right here like names, and like this, and now if you name this like first name equal to John. Okay, and another BL name to be what fill. Okay, so we have created a dictionary in our function when we are calling it. So now if I call f first name like this here, so now if I run this, as you can see hello there John is printed out. You can also change it to last name also, L name. Okay, now if I run this, see hello there Phil is printed out. See, that's how you can use dictionary when you are giving values to the function in 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 your function. Okay, now let's understand one more thing. For example, you have defined string for no string, no okay, like this. Okay, so you have defined first name, f name to be equal to be string like what we name this. Okay, to John. Okay, and if I now do like this, sorry, f name, we have to print it like f name. Okay, so like this. So now if I simply call this function, you're going to see that, sorry, we have to make a colon here, like this. Yes, now if I run this, see hello there John is printed out if you have not assigned any value to this. But if we try to assign any other value rather than John, for example Harry, and let's take one more also, uh, to be Tom, And if we run this, see hello there Harry, then Tom. So if you doesn't assign the value, so the value you have already put out here, it's going to show by default, but otherwise you can change the values also in function. Okay, so yes, so now let's understand return function in for function. Okay, so for example, num1, I am going to this, and let's make change this to be number. Okay, and num1. Okay, so for example, now a is equals to num1 plus num1. Okay, so if I try to call this function by saying numbers and giving the value num1 to be like 2, and if I print this, so it's going to give us error. Sorry, we have to sorry, I put s here there. Sorry, cancel is, and now run this. Yes, stop and run. Yes, see nothing is printed out because here the function is returning us no value here. So for example, it not giving us anything in return for saying simple words. So if I put return and a, so now this function is going to give us the value in return, and that going to be a. So now if I print this, okay, and so now if I run this, you can see 3 is printed out. For our convenience, we can also do like this also, like return and num1 plus into, okay, let's num1. Okay, and like this, see, yeah, we can do like this also by simply putting return direct, no more a's and making another variables on in python also. And if I run this, I sure, yeah, we are getting 4. You can also make multiple values here, for example num2, and if I put num2 here, so now if I put another value to it like 3, so now if I run this, see 6 is printed out because 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, that's how you can use return value here. And one more thing, for example, if you had defined this function like this, yes, and now if you try to call this function like this, and if you run this, see add error is going to show us, but we want to put like this our function. Okay, we want to modify it, but we don't want to get error in this. So for that you can type pass here, and for this it's going to just forget about that, and it's going to execute it, and it will no show us error. So it's showing us error, why the hell. Number again, yeah. Oh, I have not put it the values here. Here for example, yes. So sorry, I have to remove this. Simply make a function. No, yeah, yes. We can put the parameter, as you can see it's giving us error that missing 2 argument is required. You can do that also. It's the same thing. Okay, so now if I run this, see no error is going to show us. Let's try with that also. You can see also like num1, earlier we have put num2, and if I put 1 comma 2, then also you can run this, see you're going to see no error because I have not provided the earlier parameter there. So you can also use for loops in for loops for also that, for our function like for x in numbers. Okay, in numbers like this. Let's type this numbers. Okay, and we want to do the same thing, print x, and now we want to return, we want to get back something from this function, and that going to be value x. So now if I create a variable, for example a, and make a list of names like Harry, cherry and Tom. Okay, let's make a number, for example. Okay, so now if I call this function number and give a parameter, for example a. Okay, now if I run this, see Harry, cherry and one. You can call it as many times also. You can make multiple also. For let's make a tuple here. Okay, so once again, like apple, banana. I don't think this is going to work with tuples, but let's try once more time. Okay, and one more cherry, and let's put a number here. Let be. Okay, so let's run this. See, it's printing, it's working. So like this, Harry, cherry, one, apple, banana, cherry. You can do multiple, you can do more logics with this also. You can put more, try playing with this also. You can learn more things. So that's it for today in functions, and next time we will understand classes and objects in Python, which is going to be interesting, but I will try my best to explain to you because I am still not able to understand that concept, but I will try my best. So thank you for watching. Yeah, bye.